Yeah, as soon as I get my next colony ship, I'm gonna make another science ship.
Yeah, just as you said that, I was clicking science ship. I'll make a click science ship.
Survey complete.
I just need to expand my borders a bit, get some more resources. Obviously, that's the nature of it. I just hoping I bump into something else soon.
Ship. Take your construction ship, right-click, and you build a starbase. Why is it not letting me allow?
So building a starbase in the area claims it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mine is being weird and not... Oh, because I'm lacking 30 minerals. It's like, why is it red?
So does that cost you influence like it used to?
It costs you influence to build it, but there is no maintenance anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a pretty nice change. I'm not going to say it's the best change, but it's a step in the right direction. The problem the game had is, like, it was obviously a playable game. It's always been a playable game, but it had really poor balance, and a lot of things needed to be changed. And the 2.0 patch is a large change to most things. The way war is handled is way different. So now what you have to do is you use influence to put a claim on a system, and then when you go to war, you go to a war for those claims. So if you only claim one thing, and you go beat them up, you're just going to get that one thing.
See, that makes a lot more sense to be able to control more territory like that. I didn't ever like the aspect that if I put a little station down, it's going to be permanently costing me one every single day. That was very hard to work with. So after you said that, I'm sending on a construction ship because reasons.
Yeah, you'll still get the tech penalty, but the tech penalty is a very minor thing compared to the influence cost. But another thing is the more claims you put, the more expensive they are, so the more influence you need. I believe if it's next to your border, it's really, really cheap. So if you have a whole bunch of border systems, you can claim all those really cheap. Like, it'd be 30, 40, 50, as opposed to 30, 50, 100 if you're claiming in a straight line. So you can be a lot more tactical with your wars, as opposed to how cheap you want to do them. And another thing is when you, because you can, I'll do air quotes here, destroy an outpost. But unlike a mining facility where you blow the mining facility up and the mining facility is just gone, when you blow up an outpost, it puts it at 1 hit point and it's disabled. And if you're in a war and your outpost gets disabled, whoever disabled it, so if you're attacking an enemy, if you disable it after a couple days or whatever, it turns back on under your control, and all the minerals that are there now are yours. You are mining them.
Survey complete.
Are the
second scientist.
Are the stations more defendable this time around?
Yes and no. You're limited to how many you can upgrade into a star base as opposed to an outpost, and it's based on technology and your population. So if you have a really, really big empire, you can have a lot of stations. And as you upgrade a station, you start off and it's a starport, or starhold. No, starhold is what you upgrade to. But anyway, as you upgrade the stations, they get more powerful in general. They get more hit points, more armor, more shields. But you can also put modules that are more guns, more missiles, and then some of your building slots would be my guns shoot farther away, which means they can do more damage potentially because they're shooting at the target more often. So you can make them really, really strong. And on top of that, you can also build defense things, defense stations, and they will orbit the base. Those ones can be destroyed, fully. If you build 3 defense stations and they get blown up, you'll have to rebuild 3 defensive stations. But when we get to a certain critical mass, they're fairly survivable, and the way weapons and things work now, I think they're a fair bit better balanced. Also, I have a second planet. Kind of.
It's odd. Okay, so I can only colonize planets within our borders, so I have to actually build a station there first?
Yes. But it doesn't cost anything to colonize, besides the ship. So if you build an outpost there, you've already spent the influence. So at that point, you just have to build a colony ship. Like, technically, if I had... Oh, I can't colonize this planet because it has an anomaly first. Well, okay. But yeah, if you put an outpost up,
Construction complete.
It's yours already.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, what?
Hey, another continental world.
Huzzah!
Yeah, huzzah, big time. I better do this. It's gonna get real.
Had to cough. Yay for the mute button. Another thing about the outposts is, depending on how far away it is, will affect the influence cost. Things that are bordering you are incredibly cheap compared to, even if you're just like one jump away, it's about double the cost. So as far as influence, it's about the same to colonize two things right next to your system as opposed to colonizing one thing just slightly away from your system. So you are... Oh, I can't pass that up even though the ones are good. It kind of punishes you if you try and just like, oh, here's this really amazing planet 3 jumps away, where it'd be cheaper for you to just go and build 3 outposts and claim it, like doot and connect to it, as opposed to just going there and building an outpost.
Technology discovered.
Is the auto? Oh, let's take a second. Where's the auto surveys and stuff we said before?
It's a techie research. I think it's fairly low, but it's a little bit randomized. So
okay. Good to know.
Survey complete.
There. Now I have an admiral. One of the things they have said is pirates won't spawn in the first 10 years in the game. That's just not true. I've seen them spawn in 7 years and in 8 years, but they don't spawn instantly. Like before, it's like if you colonize another planet or if you started building stations, it's like pirates immediately. So they're not going to spawn crazy early, but they will unfortunately spawn somewhat early. Also on the right, you might have seen in your outlier that there is little icons for your planet. So it's like if you have a population guy that's not working, or he's sitting on a tile that he's not, there's no building there, it will warn you and say, hey, someone is not working. Or in my case, it says this planet has clearable blockers that are hindering growth.
Construction complete.
So I should clear some tiles. I found another planet. Yeah, exploration is incredibly slow now. They changed the way afterburners work a little bit. So afterburners now give you, instead of like combat speed, they give you the travel speed. Because you have to travel through a system now, you can just go warp. So they give you faster time traveling through the systems. And they also give you dodge chance. I believe they had dodge chance before, but it's
colonizing was much faster that time.
Was it?
Oh yeah, it went done colonized.
Weird. Do you have a bunch of bonuses to it or something?
I know, maybe.
Oh, it's probably the landing phase. Is it still got a little person with a flag?
Yeah, it does. But yeah, okay, that's what's
okay. Yeah, so it's like an extra step. I don't know why it's there.
Okay, because I used to seen the bar with the old way. I was just like, okay, it's like I'm already established. That's quick.
No, it's your colony ship with landing. I don't know why it's there like that, but whatever. Yeah, I've only seen that once or twice, and I was like, what the heck? And then it goes to the one I'm familiar with, which takes forever. There's some more editing.
Wow, have I not even researched the ability to build power plants yet?
Power plants? You should have.
This is weird. Oh, grind. Duh. Wrong button. Desperately need a power, as usual.
I have 12 extra power. You didn't give your people the what's thrifty or something plus 15% energy.
No, no. I'm trying something new. That's one of the things I like about Stellaris is every time you can just change the parameters enough that the gameplay is going to be different.
So you're saying you can alter the deal?
Oh, all the time. On a whim.
I found another planet. The desert world, size 19. I'm pretty sure I have the planets complete. On just one, like the standard. There is a lot, though. I don't think I'm going to have a problem for planets. I actually, because my government type, I can only do the base 3. But I already have 3 continental worlds. One of them is 15, which isn't super amazing. But one is 23, and this other one is... I don't know right now because I'm colonizing it, and it takes away the summary screen. But I think it's like a 17 or something. It's a fairly good planet. I'm just...
Well, I need to get some more money built up because I want to build another colony ship. But yeah, I better hold off on spending like a maniac for a while.
You mean like a maniac on the dance floor?
Oh, no. I'm white. I can't dance. There is no doubt in my mind that anyone look at me on the dance floor will look at him and go, damn, look at him move. If they do that, those words might be used, but the inflection will be completely different.